Hi ladies, it's Sadie Carter here, and I'm excited to share a little bit of information with you today about social media. I know in this business that it is typically a go-to business, meaning you need to go out and you need to do parties, you need to do events, you need to do expos. That's what's going to help build your business bigger, faster, and it's going to be more stable and you're going to get a lot more sales. But I also know that a lot of girls use social media as their main platform of selling. I know a lot of girls have children at home, or maybe they're full-time workers and they can't work this business full-time, and so they are having to use social media as their main source of posting, selling, recruiting, everything. So I wanted to take a couple of minutes just to kind of go over some tips and some information that may help you while building your social media business and will help with marketing and kind of making sure you're getting seen. I have written everything down, and I probably will look down at my notes quite a bit because I want to make sure that I'm giving you all the information that I thought of, and also some of the information that we've received at different corporate trainings and things like that that will help you guys. So the first thing that I want to talk about is there are almost 30,000 distributors in this company that are all out doing and promoting the exact same thing as you. And most of them are using social media to do it. So my question for you is, what are you doing to stand out? What are you doing to capture the attention of potential customers that is keeping them coming to you versus going to someone else? I've been taught a theory in my life that's called having a purple cow. And what that means is if you're out driving around and you pass some pastures, all the different cows look the same and you don't really notice any of them. But if there was a purple cow standing out there, you would notice that cow and you would be so intrigued by it. I think that everyone in this business needs to have their purple cow, something that they're doing that's different, that's unique, that is going to make them stand out and make people drawn to you. So think about that. What are you going to be doing? Is it your branding? Is it the way that you do your videos? Is it the graphics that you use? Are they all very similar? Do you have certain color choices that you always go with? Do you have a certain graphic that you always like, a certain design that you make things look like? Be creative, because there are so many people out there that you're in competition with, and you've got to be able to step it up and be noticed. Now, the other thing that you need to think about, they taught us at Pit Stop this last year in July, that you need to focus on one or two social media platforms and stick with those. I feel like so many people think that they need to be on every social media platform. They need to have a Facebook, an Instagram, a Pinterest, a Twitter, YouTube channels, all these things, and you're just going to get overwhelmed. And if you're doing too many things at once, you can't ever get very good at one thing. So if you can do one or two things that you're focusing on, you'll be able to get very, very good at those. So if you choose Facebook and Instagram, learn about those things. Learn when the best time to post is. Learn about the type of markets that you're reaching out to by using those things. Do your research on the platforms that you're choosing to use and focus on them and get really good at them. Then once you feel like you have a handle on those, move on to something else. Maybe start a YouTube channel or start a Pinterest page. Then you can broaden your horizon, but don't do that all at once. You're gonna overwhelm yourself. Now, the one question that I always have girls ask is, how do you know what to post? And especially if you're brand new. First of all, when you're brand new, you need to just be introducing the product. That should just be easy. First of all, you might do a little introduction about yourself, tell your customers who you are, introduce them to your page or your group, maybe tell them why you chose to do this, why you're passionate about it, why you love the products. And then from there, you need to just start introducing the product. You need to start maybe showing the color charts, talk about the molecular bond, talk about the ingredients in the product, how the company started, talk about the pricing, how it all works. Just put the information out there. You can talk about the layering and how many colors you can create by layering. Just create these fun graphics. And if you're on my team page in Sadie's Ladies, if you go to my photo albums, there is a photo album called Social Media. And there are all these graphics that many distributors have put together and shared so that it's easier for you to just go find those graphics and put them onto your page, and it's very easy. But you're posting things that are capturing their attention right away. You're wanting to do things that are getting them excited. You're showing your excitement. Maybe you're doing your first video. You're doing your first like smudge video or your first comparison video or application. Do things that get them excited right off the bat, and people will follow you. So that's important. But once you've kind of been in the business for a while and you've done all those posts and you're kind of starting to run out of things, and you're supposed to be posting like once or twice a day, you kind of start running out of things to post about. And a lot of people are posting the wrong things or the wrong way. And so I'm going to explain what I mean by that. And I learned a lot of this information at Pit Stop again in July. They taught us a lot of this information. There is a code that they use. It's called the 911 code. And what that means is that there are certain ratios that you should be following with your posts. So I'm going to explain that, because if you have a selling page or a group where people know that you're a lip sense distributor, you do not need to make every single post a selling post. They know you sell it. If they follow you, they know you sell it. You don't need to remind them every single day. But the thing is you need interaction on your groups and on your pages to stay visible. If your group starts getting low interaction, they're not going to show you as much in people's feeds, and your page is going to get very little bit visibility. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. So you need to make sure that your page is getting constant interaction. But if all you're ever doing is posting sales posts and letting them know that you're selling this product, you're going to lose a lot of interaction. So you've got to be doing things that are going to keep that interaction up. So this is how you're going to do it. You need to make sure you're posting about once to twice a day, and you're going to use this 911 code. Now, the 9 is 9 marketing posts. This is non-selling. You're not talking about price. You're not saying comment below to order. You are just marketing the product. You're talking about how long it lasts. That 4 tubes of lipstick equal 1 tube of lip sense. You're talking about the price comparisons to other lipsticks that some girls have created. You might be doing some educational posts. You might be doing like the celebrities posts, some of the celebrities that follow and use the product. You can be doing the magazines that post about us, fun facts. You can be doing Tip Tuesdays and how to use their eyeliner or their brow or their pearlizer. You're talking about, again, the layering of the colors. You're talking about fun things, and you're getting them to interact. So maybe you're asking questions that are going to entice people to interact, or you're doing like I said, Tip Tuesday, where maybe people are able to ask questions. You're going live and talking about the products. So you want to do 9 of those in a row. This doesn't mean that you need to do all 9 of them in a day. You're going to take the time that you would normally post, but do 9 of those posts before you move on. Now, the next one is 1 casual/personal post. These are posts that are helping them remember who you are, keeping it personal, building relationships. Maybe you're telling them a fun story about you, or your personal experiences with the product or with the company, or how it's helped bless your life. You could be posting quotes. You could be doing those fun little things where they, go look up your name and glamour shots and post the picture in the comments. You're just doing fun personal things to get to know them. But by doing these things, they're interacting and they're commenting, and it's building up your visibility so that you're seen by your customers. So you want to make sure, again, that is mainly based on building connections, making friends, building relationships. You're wanting them to like you. You're building your likability. So that's really important, and you want to do 1 of those. So you do 9 non-marketing, fun, educational posts, 1 casual personal post, and then you can have your 1 promotional post, which is where you can then sell. If you love this lip sense, please comment below to place your order, and I will help you link you to my Lucena site. You can talk about the pricing. You can talk about anything that is like a selling post. But then you're not putting it in their face every single day. So if you only post once a day, this is obviously going to take you 11 days to get through all of these. But you're keeping up your interaction, you're keeping up your visibility, and you're keeping your page fun. You can also do things like games. I know a lot of girls do the games. And again, in my Sadie's Ladies team page, there is an album for games. There's like a clue, a bingo, some fun outfit things where you can choose the lip sense colors you would put with it. Just have it be fun and interactive. Like I said, use that glamour shot thing that are super funny. I've seen girls do ugly face competitions where they post their silliest face like in the comments and the winner wins something. It's so fun. Just keep your page interactive. It doesn't mean that it always has to be salesy. People will stick around longer if it's not. Now, more things you can do too that are really, really fun. You can ask for customer selfies or customer reviews. You can do polls and say, what color should I wear today? I'm going out in this outfit. What color should I choose? Just things that are going to get people having fun. Now, the next thing you want to think about is you have 911, and the next code you want to think about is CPR. That stands for comment, post, and reply. What they're saying here is every single day you get on Facebook and you're looking at everything, you want to make sure to go through your feed and comment on a couple different things. Then you're showing your support for other people, your interaction, You can't expect everybody to jump on and do the same for you if you're not doing it for them. So jump on and just comment on different people's things. Probably about 3 to 5 items each time you jump on Facebook. The next thing is post. You want to constantly be in their engagement. You want to be posting like once a day, twice a day. You're keeping up your momentum. You don't want to go more than a couple days or else people forget about you. And then the last thing is reply. If you notice that people are commenting on your pictures, reply to them. If people are writing you messages, if they're any type of interaction you're having on your page, your group, your Instagram, Messenger, you need to make sure you're replying or you will lose people, and do it in a timely manner. If you have a page, it's actually tracking how fast you respond. And if you're quick, it will say in green, very responsive, which makes people want to write you. But you also want to be the last person to comment. If you have a thread going in your group, make sure that you're the last person to kind of close that up. So those are the two things that I always want people to think about, so that it kind of gives you an idea of what to post. I know a lot of girls have a lot of other very creative ideas. You can kind of come up with whatever you want. Be as creative as possible. Again, we need to be different from each other. If we're all posting the same exact thing, first of all, we come across as very boring. And what is it that's making people choose to come to you other than the fact that they may know you? But if you're broadening your group and you're having people add random people in, why are they choosing to stay with you than go to someone else? Think about those things. Be creative, but use these guidelines. Don't copy other people's posts. If someone posts something, don't word for word copy and paste it to your own page. That's, first of all, it's kind of copywriting. You're stealing someone else's words. But also, you're not being original. So why would you want to do that? You can use the graphics. We can all share graphics. But if someone does a really creative post and they have a cute graphic, steal the graphic, but make up your own words. Don't steal their post word for word. That is one of my biggest pet peeves, and it happens to me a lot. And so I'm sure it happens to a lot of you. Make your own words, make it personal, make it you. Just be original. Create your own branding. Make it so that people know it's yours when you post it. And people will know if you steal something from someone else and maybe you're kind of quiet and more timid and the post is like got all these emojis and fun words and they're talking kind of Valley Girl. They're going to know that that didn't come from you. So make sure that it's coming from your own heart and your own head. The next thing with Instagram I kind of want to go over, actually, I'm going to step back before moving on from Facebook. A lot of people always ask the difference in Facebook groups and pages. There are pros and cons to both. I actually have both and use them both. With a group, I feel like you get more interaction because anytime you post, it's notifying the members in your group and you get people commenting and liking. With that, though, you can't really do a whole lot of marketing. You can't link your site to that. So it's more just an informational group that you can teach people about the product. If you have a business page, you can link your site to it. People can click a button that literally takes them straight to your site to order, or they can click a link that takes them straight to sign up, and you can say sign up now. It's very, very amazing. You can also get ratings. People can leave you reviews. The only thing that's hard is they actually have to go to the search bar and type in the name and find you. So it's a little less interactive. But the other really neat thing with Facebook pages is that you can boost a post. So if you boost a really amazing video, or if you do a really creative post and you know that it would catch a lot of people's attention, you can click boost post and pay anywhere from $5 to $50. And that post is going to be posted in people's news feeds across the United States. And you're going to reach a whole new audience of people. I've made sales that way and I have gained team members that way. It doesn't always work, but it's a great resource to step out of your close inner circle of friends. So you cannot do that with a group. You would have to have a team page for that. So moving on with Instagram, I'm only going to spend a couple minutes on these things. With every post that you're doing on Instagram, make sure that you're doing like 5 to 10 hashtags. Again, this is just reaching out to people that you wouldn't be able to reach out to normally. By doing hashtags, make sure you're looking up on different websites. Like you can go to hashtagifyme.com. You can Google the top trending hashtags. Use those because those are the ones that people are looking at and you're going to be in people's feeds more. If you put in like beauty blogger or makeup artist, glamour, beauty, those are things that people are going to look at. If you're doing very specific hashtags like lip sense, locked lip love, those aren't hashtags people are typing in to look at. Make sure you're doing ones that people are looking at and you know the ones that are popular. And for every picture, you're doing like 5 to 10 of them. Now, that's a really good place. I know Chelsea Nelson has got a couple really big recruits from there. I know some other girls that have. So it is a good way to reach out and get a whole new group of women that you're reaching out to. But again, only choose one or two that you're focusing on. With YouTube, Lisa Tippin Morris and Jerry Taylor Swade, who are some of the top people in this company, have gotten very, very popular because of their YouTube channel. Do a YouTube channel, do cute makeup tutorials. I know Katie Enos is really, really amazing at this. She does makeup tutorials, lip sense tutorials. She talks about the business. She talks about removing the lip sense, how to use the eyeliner, how to do the pearlizer. You get a lot of followings, and if you can put tag words on the video, anytime people type those tag words into search, your videos will pop up and you're going to get a bigger following of people. You're going to reach out to people that may have never found you. And I know that that's how Lisa and Jerry both have built such big organizations. The other thing too is each time your video is shared, that video links back to you. So even though a distributor may be sharing your video like Katie, if people click on that YouTube video, it links them back to her page, you guys. You're advertising for Katie. So if you want to advertise for yourself, do your own YouTube videos. Link it back to yourself instead of another distributor because you're only giving them business. Lisa and Jerry both say all the time that they saw a video on someone else's page, but it linked it back to them and they decided to buy from these women. So we want to make sure that we're not driving our own business to someone else, that you are creating your own and you're getting people to come to you. That's so important. That's really it on me. I am not like a huge person with like Twitter, Pinterest. I really don't have a lot of tips for you guys on those. If you are an avid Pinterester, Twitter person, you can maybe give different pieces of advice on the team pages. But for me, I mainly use Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Choose your avenues. Get really good at them. Be creative. Be original. Set your own branding. What's your purple cow? What's making you stand out? And just broaden your horizons because it's going to help you step out of your inner circle of friends and it's going to help you reach a lot more women. So good luck with your social media. If you guys ever have questions, let me know and I'm more than happy to help. See you later, guys. Have a great day.